Scene starts at Auntie Chisome's house. As a boy, Chima immediately rushes into the house and tells Auntie Chisome her shop in the market was destroyed. Auntie Chisome screams and rushes to the market to Chima. Meanwhile, Kanayo is still in the city. Several military personnel are injured. Tochukwu is standing on the road and watching everything. The Spirit of God tells him that he has not given him this fearful spirit, but it's one of boldness. Tochukwu then shouts, "Hey you!" Kanayo looks back and sees him. Kanayo grins and then throws a blast of electricity on him. Tochukwu jumps and dodges on the air. He throws a blast at Kanayo but Kanayo dodges. Tochukwu runs fast. He is about to punch Kanayo but he sees Kanayo. He then slows down and Kanayo kicks him out. Meanwhile, a female news reporter at the location of the fight is explaining how a masked person is fighting the threat to just Kanayo. Seeing shifts to Death X's secret faculty, where one of his men informs him was a masked person who was fighting Kanayo. He then tells Death X that he has a capacity of destroying their plans. Death X then tells him to prepare to send some robot. The scene shifts to Amaka's class, which is just 3, and the students are being noisy. Amaka's friend Success is consoling her over what happened to her brother. Immediately, the SUPA emergency bell rings and they are summoned for an assembly. Success tells Amaka she wonders what the bell could be for. Amaka follows her alongside the other students to go outside. The principal then informs the students of the catastrophe occurring in the city and orders the students to go home. Amaka and Success are going home when Ifunanya stops and offers to give them a lift. Amaka accepts but Success politely declines and tells Amaka bye and leaves. Kanayo is still beating Tochukwu up. Tochukwu gets angry. His eyes glow blue and then he tells Kanayo he has had enough. He rushes towards Kanayo and wants to punch him. He punches Kanayo on the chest and Kanayo flies off. The device used to control Kanayo is destroyed. Kanayo is now weak. Tochukwu is about to punch him again, but he tells Tochukwu to stop. He's back in his mind. The Spirit of God tells Tochukwu to stop. Tochukwu's eyes turn back to normal. Immediately, 3 Megatron robots surround them. They try to capture them, but Tochukwu carries Kanayo to run off. But the robots trap them in the force field. Desmond then appears on digital billboards, phones and TVs. He tells the citizens the time it's right to stop the threats which has been terrorizing the city. But the citizens come out from their hiding places and begin protesting, insisting Tochukwu had saved them. Meanwhile, Tochukwu is questioning Kanayo on how to escape. Kanayo tells him that since he can manipulate electricity, he should absorb energy from the force field. Tochukwu holds the force field and tries to absorb the energy. The robots put a tranquilizer, but the force field explodes and Tochukwu runs with Kanayo. The robots then put the force field over the entire area. Tochukwu finds out he can't escape and then hides Kanayo in the dustbin in an alley and tells him he's coming back. The robots meet Tochukwu and begin fighting him. One of the robots is holding Kanayo. Tochukwu tries to save him but he's punched by the robots and lands on the car. One of Death X's men in the facility presses the button and Kanayo's suit explodes. Tochukwu screams, the robots then blast him but he dodges. He then punched again to the ground. Meanwhile, if you're loving the series and getting value from it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and follow. Now let's get back to the episode. The scene shifts to Ifunanya's car as Amaka asks why she had been making her family. Ifunanya tells her she found out about them and said to help them. Amaka tells her how she knew about them and she tells Amaka she found out about their father's day in the community. They arrive at Chisome's house and Amaka alongside Ifunanya enters the house and Chima welcomes them in. She sees Auntie Chisome in tears on the sofa. They see Amaka and Chisome immediately wipes her tears. Amaka and Ifunanya greets her and Ifunanya asks if there's any problem. But Auntie Chisome says no and goes away. Meanwhile, Tochukwu's vision is blurry and he is looking at his environment. He sees a man covering his daughter crying. He then gets up and saves the man and his daughter from the fire. They thank him and run. Immediately, one of the robots punches Tochukwu. On the ground, Tochukwu says, "Lord, please give me strength." He then gets up and uses electricity to create a big sword and runs towards the robots. They blast him but he dodges. One of the blasts hits him and he falls. Tochukwu then gets back on and creates another sword and cuts the robots in half. In Death X's lab, one of his men tells him there's a problem and shows him that what Tochukwu has done. Death X gets angry and orders them to bring the robots back to base. The other robots then activate their turbo blasters and fly off. One man comes out from hiding with his daughter and shouts, "This boy don't see us." The people come out from hiding and begin cheering for Tochukwu. The scene shifts to the jungle where a scientist tells the boss he thinks they just found Tochukwu. It's night time and Auntie Chisome hears a knock on the door. She opens it and says, "Chairman." Immediately Tochukwu comes and embraces her and she embraces him too. If you love the series so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, or wait for episode 7. Thank you.